Hello and welcome to the Tiger Lead Capture and Management Expectations webinar for Chicagoland Realty Group. We're going to get underway by going to paused.tigerlead.com, using your username and password, and logging in. What I'm going to do here over the next 4 minutes is just describe briefly what the expectations are for the office when using Tiger Leads. So you should have seen this webinar after you've watched the Tiger Lead training webinars describing the dashboard and how to use the Tiger Lead capture system. So what I wanted to point out first and foremost is that any new lead that comes in is going to drop into a queue like this, which I'll see from my licensee dashboard. From there, that lead will go to the agent and you will be expected to call that particular lead within a 15-minute time window and email that lead within a 20-minute time window. Most importantly, you should be logging both the phone call and the email so that you'll be credited for that and you will hopefully be rewarded for that. That email and phone call will actually be recorded here in the priority lead board. Once that particular lead logs into the website DuPageCountyHomefinder.com to search for homes, and it will be ultimately used by you and by me to hold you accountable for following up with your leads. I should follow that up by saying that each of the leads that come in should be called and emailed once per week for the first 30 days. What we're going to do thereon after is that individual is either ready to work with you, or it wants to be removed or be put on the back burner. But it'll be expected that you follow up with folks just to make sure that they ideally are going to want to work with you, and they may be just busy, and you're going to want to follow up with them and put them in your follow-up queue. So once per week for the first 30 days, and within the time window in which the lead comes in, a 15-minute window for a phone call, 20-minute window for an email. The next portion I wanted to talk about here was the activity log. Here I am able to see every kind of comment or phone call or email that you made to that particular lead, and ultimately is a nice way for me to hold you as the agent accountable to following up and making sure that you are following up is really what it's for. So that's an important part to notate so that I know what's going on both ends. The lead distribution tab is number 3 here, and what we're going to do as an office is have leads received on a round-robin basis. So as you can see, this basketball here signifies who's going to get the next lead, which in this case is Shannon. That basketball will then drop to William and then back to the top. So your performance will dictate where you are on the round-robin list. Maybe Shannon does a really good job and she's on here not only as number 2 but ultimately number 4. William is number 3 and ultimately number 5. Again, there's no set order determined by me at this point, but ultimately understand that your performance will be dictated by how many leads you received, and that performance expectation basically comes from how quickly and how often have you contacted those leads. Not how often you closed properties, but how often you contacted them. Now finally, the performance screen is really my favorite part. Here it's going to give us not only the team number, name, the leads that they've received, but how often they called that individual, or did they call that individual, I should say. So in this case, this lead was never called. Out of the 4 leads, I have contacted 75%. We want to see all of these at 100%, but also we want to see the time to call as being under 15 minutes. Those agents that are able to do that are considered A+ agents. Those that aren't are going to be graded based on really how the team is doing in general. But ideally, all under 15 minutes at 100%. And as you can see here at the bottom, there will be a little graph that will be helping us sort that out. Finally, what I wanted to say is that on Mondays, you're going to receive your own personal report by email, and the office will receive its own report for the team, which I'll email out. If you have any other questions about this webinar, you're welcome to email me, seanrmorsey@gmail.com, or 630-881-7082. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.